Gamers, we're so back. It's crazy. Crazy, dare I say. Hey everyone. I'm alive. I did it. I'm live. I clicked the button. Shall I give a public service announcement, I guess, if you will, just so that way it's out of the way in the beginning? Is that, like, what is that on my eye? Why is it black? What is that? I feel like I'm making it worse. I feel like by attempting to make it better. Oh, Logan, thank you for the, oh, that's a lot of gifties. That's 10? That's insane. Hi, guys. There's just so much happening. Please give all of the love in the world to, Logan coming in with a bang and just being like, here, take 10 gifties. That's very generous of you, and I'm very appreciative of you. Thank you so much for your kindness and your care, and that was not what I was expecting to have happen as soon as I started stream. Also, I have to pull this up, that way I can actually... Oh, that's literally all it said. Okay. We're good, we're good. I was trying to figure out what 𝗔𝗔𝗔𝗘𝗔𝗠 message was that was attached, and I thought it cut it off, but it just says 26 months, woo! Yippee! Yippee! Thank you so much, once again, Logan. Thank you so much, 𝗔𝗔𝗔𝗘𝗔𝗍 as well. But, anyways, public service announcement, like I said. Last few months have been crazy, as you guys probably know. I know you guys have seen, at least hopefully seen, my updates on like the Discord and Twitter and stuff of that nature. It's just been like insanity, basically from May to now. It's been just like Mach 90 going a million miles an hour. And basically it was MomoCon going into GoFest, going into Worlds, going into, like, we did something else this summer at the beginning and I can't remember what that was. And then going into this last Chicago trip, all while I'm figuring out that I very much so have ADHD and I very much so got to see a psychiatrist, and it's been a lot of like back and forth, and then my psychiatrist left and then I had to get a new one, and it was just a lot, right? Good news is I finally found meds that work. We still don't know if it's what I'm gonna stick with permanently, but I don't feel dead, and that's really good. That's a positive, right? So that's really nice. It's just been so much because the side effects of these meds, like, if you guys have never been on mental health meds, they like suck, right? It's very rare that you like ever try one that just doesn't have any side effects at all. So like it was messing with my sleep, like it was messing with my capacity to do things. One basically made me almost faint and my entire body just gave out. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. I'm finally in like a good place though. I'm finally not like so overwhelmed to like the point where clicking the live button doesn't seem like the most like daunting thing in the world, because while I was going through this like up and down and constantly traveling and just having such limited periods where I was able to stream, right? Because those windows were not very big. It was just like so overwhelming to my body's like, you do not have the capabilities to do this right now. So that was not ideal, right? But like I said, thankfully we are in a place where I can do that now. I need to gift 𝗟𝗓𝚘𝚘𝚘 a sub because I didn't realize that they don't have one. Gift sub. It's not gonna let me do it. Can I do it here? Viewer card. Gift sub. Yes. Not chat. Gift. Pay. 𝗟𝗓𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘, we're so back. We're so back. We're so back. Yes. Okay, we did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Okay. Yeah, finding the right meds for ADHD and definitely is a huge challenge, but glad to hear you're starting to do better. Yeah. Like I said, I still don't know if I think that this is like the one I'm gonna be on permanently. We doubled it. And it's basically like a situation of I have really high highs and really low lows. And so if like my meds are good, I basically like categorize my brain into like good brain days and bad brain days. Today is a bad brain day. So just a heads up that if I'm just all over the place and I lose my train of thought 8 million times, it's because it's a bad brain day. But like the days where I have good brain days and I wake up and I have energy and I feel like I have the capability to do things, it's like almost euphoric how good I feel. But when it's like today or like the last few days where like it's a bad brain day, you just feel so like zombie-like. Like you have no motivation to do anything. You go to do something and then you get distracted 10 million times and then you lose like 2 hours of your day and you're like, where did those 2 hours go? I didn't do anything I wanted to do. And you literally just feel like a zombie. Like there's no energy, there's no nothing. I got you, Bri. That was Bri who did it, right? Yeah. So it's just been a lot, and we're trying to figure out what to do to see if we can get everything working and sorted and like everything like that. But yeah, it's been a journey, guys. So thank you for allowing me to get the medical help that I so desperately need. I'm just glad it happened right before ZA, right? And not during ZA, you know? Like, if I'm gonna take any time off to, like, make sure that I am healthy going into ZA, I would so much rather it be now than missing, like, a big game launch. Good news is, though, Nova, hi, gamer, I appreciate you, thank you. See, there's the train of thought loss. No, actually, what was I gonna say? Oh, the good news is, see, it's real time, you're watching this happen. The good news is, obviously ZA comes out next week, right? Very exciting, we're finally there. It crept up on us and now we're here. Yippee! So, in case you guys did not know, I posted this in the Discord. I'm gonna make a full announcement probably sometime this weekend going into like Monday-ish. But we are doing a capped subathon. This has been on the calendar for like months now. But I told you guys like way back in the summer that I was gonna do a capped subathon at the start of ZA going into that weekend. Because obviously your girl has 3 jobs. So I have to manage 3 jobs on top of streaming, on top of a draft league, on top of like Vandy and I sorting our lives out together and just like everything that goes along with that. So we'll be doing capped subathon. It'll be very fun. We can do ZA, we can just kind of get a pulse check on like what people are feeling, because obviously like I know that a lot of people don't want spoilers on ZA, which is like totally well and fine, you know? So I can like set aside like specific times where I do it as well, just so in that way if people are like, oh, I don't want to be spoiled, they know that I'm going to be doing that from like 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. and then 5 p.m. onwards is free, you know what I'm saying? So we'll kind of get a pulse check for like what people want to do, but it's going to be very chill, very fun. What kind of job do you work? I'm a personal assistant for one. Content creating is another one, because there's a lot of work that goes into that. And then I have an IRL job that I can't give a lot of details on because it would be way too easy to figure out where I work and then like, you know, doxing and all that kind of stuff. But that job's like, how do I describe it? It's a very fun job, and I love my coworkers, and I love the environment that we have, because it's genuinely been like my favorite place I've ever worked in regards to like coworkers and just like how much I enjoy what I do. The only issue is it can be very overstimulating and very like overwhelming at times. So it's not like physically draining as much as it is you're just like, wow, that was a lot, you know? And obviously some days are better than others just based on external factors. But it's a really fun job. I really like what I do. But like I said, doing draft and planning videos and like getting editors on board and just like everything on top of traveling, it was just so much. And while I was trying to balance new meds and like managing all of my symptoms all at once, it was just like spontaneous combustion. And that's why I haven't been here for a little bit. But like I said, we're in a much better spot than where I was before. That's what I'll say. Also, in case you guys did not know, I am a part of a new draft league. Bubble ended. I am now a part of the PPL Season 5, the Pokemon Premier League. I did upload my draft analysis and all that kind of stuff. We're kind of going into it with the same mindset as Bubble because I didn't realize the very thorough resumes that all of these people have in PPL as well. And I was like, oh, sure, this will be fine. This will be great. You know, I'm not battling pros. Only to realize that, like, my week 1 opponent was a 5-time draft league champion. So, I very quickly was like, oh, these people are in my league, to being like, wow, I'm clearly in over my head once again. So it's literally just the mindset of fuck it, we ball, because yay is happening. I don't care if I win or lose. I'm just gonna just ball it out, to be honest with you. Like, I'm not spending insane time prepping. I pretty much make the teams the day before, and F it, we ball. Let's see what happens. Let's have fun, because I don't care if I win or lose. So it's a very silly team, though. If you guys haven't watched the draft analysis just to see, like, what my ADHD-ass brain came up with and just, like, the sheer, like, layers of memes that go along with all of this, it's really good. It's really good. It's creative, to say the least, because I don't think a lot of people would do what I did, but I was just so committed to the bit that I did that I just sat there and I'm like, if I lose every single game, I am satisfied because I did this. And that's all that matters to me, was I committed to that and I did that. And if I'm gonna leave any legacy behind, I would rather have it be that than my record. You know? I'd rather be known for the girl who has really fun teams and, like, memes it out and doesn't care if she wins or lose than be like, wow, she's a sweat who can't handle if she loses. Or, like, you know? Like a much more serious tone to it. I don't know. But it's very fun. It's very, very fun. But battling Ellie tomorrow. It's gonna be great, guys. Surely better than my last battle, where I forgot a Pokemon had an ability, and it's the reason I lost the game. But doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Anyways, I'm gonna open the game really quick. Actually, guys, do you want to open packs or do you want to just get straight into shiny hunting? Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Viper gave me this booster box at Worlds. We still have this entire booster box that's just been sitting on my desk because we kind of went through it slowly. And I've just had this sitting here staring at me. And obviously I want to open them. So do you guys want to do packs first, or do you guys want to start with shiny hunting? Because we can do either. So let me know what you guys are in the mood to vibe with, if you will. But we have options. I should have tested this before I went live. Because my capture card likes to do this thing where sometimes it just doesn't work if I start my PC, and sometimes I have to restart my entire PC for my Elgato to work. Oh, we're so back. Okay, it's working. I was like, oh, this is gonna be awkward if I have to restart my PC. Okay, people are saying packs. So, let me... Can I do this? Can I... I can. Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The idea of standing up and holding the cards to the camera doesn't seem fun. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make myself bigger. I hope you guys enjoy my forehead. And I'm just gonna hold them up like this. Because why stand if you don't have to stand? You know? Modern problems require modern solutions. And that's what I'm here to do today. Because this is this end. Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right, so these are Surging Sparks. We have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like 15 packs ish. So we can see what we get here. Okay, we have Fire Energy. Oh, boop, 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 boop. We have Char Cadet. We have, oh, I can just stop smacking my mic. Sigilyph. Duraludon? Yeah, Duraludon. Sizzlipede. Indeedy. Duskball. What are you? Armarouge. Sandygast. Dugtrio. And Landorus. Stinky, smelly Landorus. I hate that guy. I hate fighting that thing in draft. Just genuinely more than anything. The genies and I are not on good terms unless your name is 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 𝗔𝗚𝚔𝚂𝘁. You make me sad. Alright. We have water energy. We have Morlul. We have 𝚑𝚑𝚗𝚗𝚘𝚗. We have 𝚘𝚘𝚗𝚘. We have 𝚑𝚑𝚘𝚗𝚘𝚗. We have 𝚘𝚑𝚐𝚗𝚘𝚘. We have the what? The 𝗔𝗚𝚘𝚘. Do with that what you will. What are you? Oh, Paldean Tauros. We have 𝚒𝚑𝚗𝚗, 𝚑𝚑𝚗𝚗𝚑, and Tatsugiri EX? Question mark? Focus on the card and not my face. There we go. He's a guy. He's kind of cool. He's kind of cool. Hi, it's Fox. Welcome to the stream. I also pulled this really cool 𝚑𝚘𝚘𝚗 card last time we streamed, guys. Look at how pretty this card is. I literally haven't moved it because I like looking at it that much. Like, low-key, if someone made, like, a full print of this, I would put it on a shelf somewhere. Because he's so cute. It's such a, like, pretty card. Honestly, I could probably print it myself. I just need to, like, order it, I guess. But I hope you're having a great day. Thank you to everyone for just hanging out. And then after we open some of these, we can go into shiny hunting whatever spooky-ish Halloween Pokemon are on my outbreak. So, Fire Energy, Yamask, oops, spoilers, Eevee, Execute, Castform, Jasmine, Registeel, Espathra, the names are coming to me, Cofagrigus, Lando again, Stinky Smelly, and another Cofagrigus. I don't think I've gotten like a big hit in this one yet. Other than like the Vibrava, we really haven't gotten much. So I do think there is like another big-ish hit in here somewhere. Because I don't think we've pulled enough to have like the creme de la creme pull, if you will, right? That's true. It's been so long since I've heard the Goomy song. Alright, Latios.
Logan Trevo wants to make sure you appreciated Goomy today.
I did appreciate Goomy today, thank you. But also, hi Tom, I'm emotionally broken right now because of the show I've been watching. Reality TV, man, it gets you. Not even just reality, but like TV in general. They've been like hard. A lot of shows are just really emotional right now, to be honest with you. I remember when I was in high school, I watched a show and I just cried. But I couldn't stop watching it, you know? I couldn't stop watching it, but I was so emotionally invested in the characters and everything that I was just like, well, I'm gonna watch this and I know I'm gonna cry, but I'm gonna watch this, you know? You know what you're going in for, and I think that that's at least good. But Fire Energy, Primate, K-pop Demon Hunter is so good. Literally so good. Rellor, Tauros, Bruxish. Okay, I thought it was Turtonator, I just couldn't tell. Okay. Esper, Drillbur. Oh, I didn't realize the other one was Reverse Hollow. Hey, guys, Shampoo. Yippee! My last proper cryo was a Star Rail story. Wow. Okay. Look at Star Rail go. Can't remember what was the last one I cried at. My emotions have just been so all over the place with everything that's been going on. I know I've probably cried. I just can't remember why I cried, you know? Who needs to differentiate, you know? All the cries are equal here. But in other things to talk about, because obviously I haven't streamed in a hot minute, Taylor Swift album came out, Life of the Showgirl. Honestly, in my humble opinion as a Swiftie, I give it a 7 out of 10. I think it was underwhelming to what she hyped it up to be. I don't think it's her best work, but it is an album, and it's like a fun album, low-key if you listen to the clean version. Because I feel like the explicit version just kind of throws in a lot of slang that like takes you out of the like experience. Because like I really love Eldest Daughter, but like listening to a soft piano ballad and then out of nowhere, like in the chorus where you're like, oh, this is gonna hit me. And it starts with, 'cause I'm not a bad bitch and this isn't savage. You're like, you had me in the first half so hard. Why was your leading line, I'm not a bad bitch and this isn't savage? You know, also the line of, it's like a funny line, but vibing to father figure and then hearing the line, I can make deals with the devil because my dick is bigger. Crazy line. There's just a lot of those. And like, if you listen to the clean versions, like I'm all for explicit stuff. I don't care if you swear because I swear all the time. But I think like the clean versions just flow a lot better. So it's not so like jarring of an experience. But I know Pixie asked, but for anyone else who cares, I have a list of like my favorite songs in order. I made this when the album first came out. And so things might be like slightly moved, but I don't think my opinions on songs have changed like that much. Also, just to like, truthfully, just like call her out a little bit. I don't understand how on the album, you can have literally a song being like, wow, I lost a friend to a drug abuse and this is how it really impacted me. And I'm so sad that like, you know, drugs took over their life that way. And then immediately into the song after it, making fun of 𝗟𝚑𝚔𝚑𝚗 for doing cocaine. So I'm like, so which one is it, right? Like, how are we like sympathizing with people losing their lives to like drug overdoses literally like 2 seconds ago, and now you're making fun of 𝗟𝚑𝚔𝚑𝚗 for doing coke? I don't get it. Anyways, number 1 is Honey. Number 2 is Elizabeth Taylor. Number 3 is Wood. Number 4 is Cancelled. 5 is Ruin the Friendship. 6 is The Fate of Ophelia. 7 is Eldest Daughter. 8 is Opalite. 9 is Wishlist. I think I put Life of the Showgirl higher. Like on first listen, the line of her name was Kitty, made her money being pretty and witty. They gave her the keys to the city and then said she didn't do it legitly. Like, it just made me like rapidly blink of like, that was the rhyme scheme we went with. But it grew on me a lot. So I'd probably move Life of a Showgirl higher. I still think those lines are silly, and I wish she didn't lead like that, but she did. 12 is Father Figure, and then 13 is actually Romantic. But that is my tier list for the people in call who care. I feel so terrible for people who lost others to do drugs, but F that bitch. No, literally. Like, I have been a Swiftie since basically her first album. But even I was like, so that's a little like tongue-in-cheek, sister. To be fair, Charlie has made 365 Party Girl her image coming from a fan of her since 2012. Fair. But it's more so like the principle. Right? Because she did the same thing to Maddie Healy about heroin. And so it's just like, this isn't the first time she's done it. And so to like calling people out for doing drugs and then being a sympathizer of like, wow, I lost my best friend to drug abuse. This is a really sad thing and it really emotionally impacts people. To like making fun of 2 different people for doing different drugs. You know, anyways, that's just me. Water energy. Tandemaus. Spupa, I think. Yeah, Spupa. Donphan. Whatever the hell that is. Braviary. Espathra. Eevee reverse holo. Charcadet reverse holo. And Kilowattrel EX. Wow, the crowd went wild. Crazy. Yeah, does anyone else have like anything they wanted to like talk about, ask about? I know I haven't been live in like a hot minute, and I don't even remember what was going on like pop culture wise the last time I streamed. I truthfully don't. So this can be a little Q&A if you guys want it to be. You have free reign. The world is your oyster. All right. Fighting energy. Tauros? No, Bouffalon. Feebas. Seeing these like reversed and like in a tiny little box on my screen, this is like testing Pokemon like shapes to the max. Cause like for me, I'm seeing this so tiny and I just have to like guess based off body shape. Okay, Miraidon. Iron Bundle, there we go. I knew the name, I couldn't think of the name. What are you? Ah, Simeon. And why do we get so many Landorus? They're so gross. They're so stinky. They're so smelly. They're so ugly. Ew. I don't like that guy. I don't like that guy at all. Okay, let's do... we do this. Okay. Electric energy. Celio. Not Clobbopus, but the one before it. No, it is Clobbopus. Okay, just kidding. I'm crazy. Heliolisk. I can't do this. Okay. Citadel. That thing. Altaria. Vivillon. Capsicid. Excadrill. And Eternatus. Wow. Alright, we have 6 packs left, so I say we just open them and just see what happens, to be honest with you guys. We have nothing to lose and everything to gain, so. Okay. Here we go. Dark energy. Didn't mean to knock that over. That thing that no one likes. Oranguru. Vulpix. Swablu. Newt's at work, so he didn't hear me say that. Latios. Koraidon. Ninetales. Reverse Holo Togepi. Reverse Holo Duraludon. And Togekiss. Honestly, guys, I'm very glad Togekiss isn't in Scarlet and Violet, because could you imagine the competitive scene if Togekiss was allowed to Terra? Insane. Insane. First pick heard around the world. Alrighty. Okay. Fire energy. Lost. See, the train of thought, it loses me. You're seeing this in real time. Mantine. Bronzong. Sandygast. Clement, right? Surely, I think so. Kilowattrel. That little thingy. Helioptile-Lisk 1. Battle Stadium thingy mabobber. And Eternatus. Do you have any idea on mons you want to use in ZA? It's hard to say because like the Pokedex isn't fully out yet. I know starter-wise I'm picking Chikorita because she's my girl and I love her. So I know that much. The other stuff I want to say, I don't think I can say because I know a few of the megas that are coming, and I can't say them for spoiler reasons, but, Chikorita is like the one guarantee, but you guys can let me know what team starter you guys are if you wish. Glimmet, Magnemite, yep. Monkey, Another monkey. That thing. Xerneas. Passimian again. I can never tell what that one is. It's a Titan. Yes, a Titan. And hey, guys, it's pretty. Stunfisk. Why does the dirt look so, like, high def? It's so high def. Dan, thank you so much. Who is this person and how have they been subbed for 80 months? I've been asking myself that since day one. Is it a god pack? No, it's not. Okay. What a guy. The dirt is literally so crispy. Fascinating. Fascinating. But thank you so much for the 80 months, Dan. That's a crazy number. That's crazy. Thank you so much. I can't. There we go. It didn't want to tear open. Oh, also in news that you guys don't care about either. I updated my phone and I got the iPhone Air. And she like super skinny binny. Look how thin she is. She's so thin. I got the really pretty blue color. The only thing that sucks about the Air is you don't have the 0.5 camera. But Vandy has the 0.5 camera. So if I want to use the 0.5 camera, I can just steal his phone. But she's a skinny queen. She's a legend. She's so thin. But I like her. Like I said, no one probably cares. But I like her. Alright. After seeing Esper on the protagonist team in the trailer, I want to use it at least for a bit. I don't think I've ever used Esper before. I don't think I have, at least. Like, maybe I used it for a little and then dropped it, but I truthfully don't remember. You have the iPhone 15. I had the 13 Pro Max for a really long time. That's what I traded in. And the value of the iPhone 13 Pro Max actually, like, basically made it so I'm only paying $4 a month for this phone. So my upgrade was basically free. So for me to go from a 13 Pro Max to a 17 and only have to pay $4 a month, I'm happy. I'm content with that. So I used it in a fan game, Pokemon Rejuvenation. I have never heard of that one. That's a new one for me. Okay. Well, I accidentally messed this up. It was a water energy. Okay. Winged Mike. I said Winged Mikey like it was the Pokemon card. Hey, Winged Mikey, how's it going? All right, here we go. Let's try this again. Okay. Zweilous. Rotom. Togepi. Whatever that is. Is that? It is Quackable. Okay. Grafaiai. Oh, them. The Jerrys. Clement. What are you? That's Dialga. Okay, I see it now. Apparently that's Dialga. Allegedly, according to the rumors. Okay, guys. Last pack magic. Surely. We would never not have last pack magic. Your team so far is Emboar, Victory Bell, and Hawlucha. That's a lot of power. That's a lot of power. I still have the 11. I think that's what Vandy was on. And then he literally had his battery deplete in like 5 minutes. So he, I think, switched from like the 10 or the 11 to the 16 because he didn't get the 17. I feel like he should have waited. Just because, like, if he would have waited another month, then he could have got the 17. But his phone was literally dying, and it was a birthday present, so I get it. All right, Leaf Energy, Vulpix, Swablu, Sandygast, Zweilous, Stadium Thing, not Morlo, but the one that evolves from it. Yep, this guy. Blitzel, Ho-Oh, last pack. Well, that was underwhelming. There actually wasn't a lot of hits in this one. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Interesting. Out of all of the packs, we only got 4 hits? Maybe 5 if I'm missing one? But they're all like EXs. Basically, aside from like, you know, like the full art, like Stunfisk. This guy. So yeah. Low-key, high-key, kind of shocked. But shout out once again to Viper for the lovely booster box at Worlds. I waited to open it on stream just so that way you guys could like appreciate it too. But okay, let me make myself like normal size now. Oh, that's not what I wanted to move. Is this me? Nope. Hey, I found me. I need to lock my layers, like right now. What is this? What am I clicking on? This one? Hold on, guys. Yes, there we go. Okay. It like would not allow me to click on myself to save my life. I had to lock like 10 million layers, but I should have done that in the first place. That's kind of just like a skill issue, to be honest with you. Okay. Cool, we're back. Plants vs. Zombies music? Honestly, I have the 𝗔𝗡𝗔 lo-fi playlist going on. Because I can't use my old playlist anymore. So I'm gonna have to figure out a new like streaming playlist. So we'll figure it out, but I figured it's lo-fi, it's chill. Let me move myself so we can at least see what outbreaks I have. And we can do whatever is more like Halloween-y, if you will. I actually want to move you. Sorry, I was reading things and then I got distracted all at once. Okay, you guys are moving over here. Congrats, chat. You're now on the left monitor. You left to the right one for dead. And now you're here. Okay, this can vibe. This gets shrunk. Wow, we did it. Okay. Where's my controller? Oh, it's buried under the card wrappers. Right. 𝗃𝗓𝗔𝗎𝗓𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 It's like, you know, a little piece of peace, to say the word Tinkerbocker Schlopperknocker once again. Okay. If I go here. And then I do this. Yeah, we're so back. Okay. Not unite. Scarlet. Yeah, Phantom's Halloween related. Mimikyu is there. Obviously, any like ghost dark type, like most of them, right? You know, we'll see what outbreaks I have and we can reset if we need to. So, nothing crazy. All right, I am gonna use the bathroom real quick before I lock in like crazy. I do need to pull up the recipes for like sandwiches real quick. I also need to figure out what Pokemon I even have on my team. Do I have? Weavile's here. Okay, yeah, this is fine. Okay, I'm gonna pee real quick, guys. Give me just a second. It'll be great. Hey guys, I have a very important announcement. If it'll work. Hey, come here. Come here. Guys, guess who's here? Guess who's here? It's 𝗑𝗡𝗙. The little guy. You know? The littlest man with the littlest plan? He missed you guys too. Mr. Mans. My little stinker. Hi, buddy. Oh, okay. Go this way so you don't hurt yourself. Go this way so you don't hurt yourself. There you go. Okay, you gotta go. I'm working. I love you dearly. Here's your ball. Okay. I'm glad you guys got to have a Bentley cameo. He like busted down the door. He wanted to be in here so bad. Okay. We go to here. All right. Let us see what outbreaks even exist. Okay, Smeargle I don't think is Halloween-y. 𝗏𝚑𝚑, not Halloween-y. Quillfish is like meh. Okay, like we could do Mastiff if we had to. Surely we can find something. I can also date skip too. My guess is Bentley heard something he needed to be nosy about. Always. Well, also his ball was in here and he's like emotionally attached to his toys. So he like had to get his ball. And then when Dakota came in, he's like, don't steal my ball. And then they booked it out of here. So it's basically what happened. Raven, thank you so much for the 37 months. 37 months of greatness. Why is it not telling me the words in which you said? Happy actual fall weather day. Yippee! Things we love to see. Like, as soon as it starts changing. Oh, it's Vandy. Vandy! You don't need to gift. Thank you for the 5. But you didn't have to do that. You could have just hung out. You could have just hung out. I love you too. Everyone say hi, Vandy. That's your guys' goat. He sniped Ben and Uni. Period. Period. Congrats. You gave your roommate a sub. How do you feel? You feeling great? You feeling good? Hopefully you do. Hopefully you do. Vandy should be coming back to pixels on your screen near you, hopefully sometime soon, gamers. It's been a slow progression, but I think we're heading in the right direction. So, pretty big, pretty massive. And everyone can give a collective yippee in chat. 70% right now. Listen, that's a big improvement from where we started. So, I will gladly take that. That means we're heading in the right direction. I'm still surprised it, like, took as long as it did. But obviously we've talked about it, so. The almighty Lord Vanderson has graced us with his presence. You know, that is true. Hi, Hannah. I like you today, but I'd love to see your beautiful face. Thanks, Smile. It's great to see you. I literally just opened Unite out of habit. That's crazy. Okay, sure we find something. Kind of surprised we haven't found one after going this far. Hi, 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝚗𝚏. Welcome to the stream. You feeling 100% is better than you streaming at not peak capacity? Yeah, Vandy and I both just like kind of evaporated at the same time. Sorry, guys. We both had different health things going on. Mine was my mental health. His was like 90% his physical health. We both just kind of like went Poof. Mentally, physically, all that kind of stuff. I just realized your member badge changed. Yippee! It did. I updated them. So you probably hit like a milestone. So, very exciting. 2 kids at your school got in a fist fight because of a yo mama joke. That's insane. I didn't realize we were still doing yo mama jokes in 2025. Kind of crazy. It's so millennial coded. It is. It's very millennial coded. Okay, they changed. Cool. Cool, cool. Okay. Guys, we're having such bad luck, actually. Like, why? Why art thou no spooky? Hey, Mimikyu. Okay, so we can do Mimi. We could technically do Hoot Hoot if we wanted to, but we kind of did that line a while ago. We could technically do Spinnerack. Flygon. Yeah, okay. Let's do... Where were the Spinnerack at? Oh, they were on this one. That's why. I kind of want to do Spinnerack because I haven't gotten one yet, and I feel like it's going to be pretty easy to tell. Because we've hunted Mimi before. Let's just try it. Hi, this is my first time on the channel. I'm excited for ZA. Welcome to the channel. I am also very excited for ZA. I think it's going to be a great and magical time. We're going to do a subathon for it. It's going to be super fun. It's going to be super exciting. It'll be a birthday subathon too, because I never got to be live for like my actual birthday and have a birthday celebration with you guys. So we're going to have like a little week-long birthday extravaganza together, including the launch of ZA all at the same time. So it's going to be pretty neat, guys. Okay. Where is... Chinese sandwich recipes 𝗟𝗏. Vandy probably has all these memorized by now. Okay, bug is cherry tomato. Fudge. That one sucks. Okay. I have herba for this, right? Do rice drop for bug? I can't. I don't have any more of the... I don't have salty herba. I have none. Therefore, I can't do it. I can't do it. Do poison? I think you have to have salty for rice drop, like altogether. Oh, regular for poison. Do I even have what I need for poison? I do. Okay. We can do poison. Okay. 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 People call me Simba, my real name, because I can't pronounce my name properly. You know what? That's fair. That's very fair. Hi, Dread. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. All right, let's do cherry tomatoes give me PTSD. You know what? Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, Spicy Chatter. I made one on stream, like literally not that long ago. I'm gonna save. Honestly, just to prove a point, I'll reset. Cucumber pickle, lettuce, lettuce, lettuce. Here we go. It doesn't even matter. I haven't messed this up, so surely I don't mess it up while trying to prove a point, right, guys? Okay, we do this one. We do this one. Yeah, this one matches, right? They're 3 different shapes. Yeah, I think that one's more horizontal. Yeah. And this one matches this one. This one matches this one. This one. Honestly, I don't even need this one over here, but like I technically can. I'll just do this. And we'll do this. And we can do this. And then we can go cucumber, cucumber. Honestly, can I just put it here? Cucumber, pickle, pickle, pickle. Period. Just to prove a point. Chat, she's crazy. Chat, she's crazy. The follow for it. Nah, the respect is crazy. Thank you. All right. We're so back, guys. We're so back. So if you need to make the lettuce sandwich, that's how you do it. You just have to match the shapes because they're all at different angles. So if you stack the ones that are at the same angle in the same spot, then you can build it without it falling. So now I low-key want to try the cherry tomato, just to see if I can. Okay, if I fail and it blows up in my face, I'll admit that it's a skill diff. But now that I did grass... What do you mean Vander sniped me? Well, so he got a Nerf gun, right? And he sniped you from across the house. So good luck, have fun. I'll let you guys talk it out amongst yourselves. That's not what I want. Cucumber, that's what I want. Okay. I'll just, sure, it doesn't matter. Okay, just to see if I can. I got back to the series not too long ago, and when I decided to do shiny hunting, I realized I have to make sandwiches. Yeah, it's not very fun. Oh, they're all just in one little... What's the smartest way to do this? I have to put it down now that I picked it up, though. I can't drop it back in there. Okay. Do this. And then I'll just do, like... Chantal, thank you for the 14 months. Hi, gamer. Thank you, thank you. I love you, bub. I love you too, bub. I hope today has been better. Guys, can we get a wall of hearts for Chantal in the chat? Chantal's been going through it. Give her all the love in the entire world because she absolutely deserves it after, like, the insanity that she has gone through. Like, there is not enough words in the English language. In the English language. I can't speak, guys. It's not happening. Okay, we'll just do this. Can I do this? Fuck! Nope. All right, anyways. anyways, all right. Can't wait to do a green pepper sandwich, everyone. Hi, Ninja, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. They're very broken, and I did a shroomish hunt an hour ago, and I ended with 3 shinies, period. Congrats on your shroomish. Am I fighting someone? Because I will. Oh, don't worry. I already offered several times over. The person involved is lucky they spoke to Chantal and not me. That is all I'm going to say because chat, I haven't been that angry in like years. New and Ace were afraid. They're like, I've never heard her this angry. I was like, good. Is Shiny Palmy pink? Yes. She's a little cutie patootie. Okay, so too sweet does not work for bug. Too sour does not work for bug, but I can do bitter and sour. And we'll do this. I fear for the lives of people who have to confront Linz when she's angry. Well, that's the thing is, like, do you know, like how outrageous the action that you had to do would have to be in order for me to genuinely be angry? Because I like meme hee hee ha ha being angry a lot. But like for me to actually like be angry, right? That's like a whole different level of like being a bad person. Linz is angry at me every day. So why are we spreading lies on the internet? So why are we lying on the internet? For fun? Don't we know what happens to stinky, smelly liars on the internet? The mods go after them. You think people would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies? Nah. Nah, that's what Reddit's for. Which I guess is also the internet. But anyways, I digress. Okay. If I'm here when Underdunk is, where can I watch it? So here's the thing. I don't know if you were aware. So we were gonna do Underdunk this week, which is a Pokemon Unite tournament. It happens every single Thursday. It conveniently worked out to where everyone would have been able to do it. And conveniently the day that we picked out that we wanted to do Underdunk was the one Thursday they said we're taking a break. We're gonna do a 2-week gap. Because that is in typical Linz fashion, how that would have played out. So, I don't know when the next Underdunk is gonna be. And obviously ZA is happening. So, we're just gonna... yeah. But, like, also at the same time, like, if that's not Linz luck, like, I don't know what is. So. But. When Underdunk happens, chat, I can let you know when it is, and you guys can watch us do a little Unite tournament extravaganza. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Guys, opportunity for Shiny Sentret, which means Shiny for it. Incoming, on the way. On the way. Bingus! We love Bingus, guys. The things that I would do for Bingus. My love. My dear admiration. Blaziking, are we okay? Are we okay? Are we good? Is that a sparkler pick? It was. I don't remember where I got it. I don't remember. If I had to take a guess, I get a lot of my ingredients from... like these little shops on the other, like the two sides of Artisan. So I would take a guess where I got it. It was probably one of these areas in Artisan. But, that's my only guess, because that's where I get a lot of my stuff. But evolutions are cat-fox hybrids, and no one can convince me otherwise with the running animation. They're like cat-fox dog things. Yeah. They're special, you know? Do you have any idea what team you want to use for ZA?
𝗔𝗚𝚔𝗂𝚗𝚡 is begging the shiny gods for just a crumb of luck to bless you with smile.
That is true. May the shiny gods look upon me today. But so I kind of have a rough idea. The issue is like the full Pokedex isn't like out yet, so I haven't really had much of an opportunity to know what's available, right? Like I know some of the megas that got leaked. So I know that those are coming. And some of them might have an influence on what I want my team to be. No spoilers in chat, by the way. Or you'll be banned. But because the full Pokedex isn't out, I truthfully don't know what I want to do. Like, I know I want my starter to be Chikorita, but aside from knowing that I want Chikorita as my starter, I haven't, like, tried to deep dive and figure that out yet. Oh, hey, everyone's, like, literally right here. Hi, everyone. You're also going Chikorita? Amazing. She's just so baby. And, like, Bayleaf is such a good middle stage Evo. I don't think Bayleaf gets the love it deserves for just being, like, so good. Like, Eviolite Bayleaf is yucky. She's so fat. I love her. I want Fennekin and Tepig, which is also fair. But, like, I know they're doing a lot for the starters, right? I just don't want to have an all-starter team either. You know? Like, there are definitely some people who want to have a gimmick team, and, like, that's cool and fine, and, like, yippee, have fun. I don't know. It'll come down to... That's an Ekans, sorry. I couldn't figure out what that was. It'll come down to, like, what's actually available in the game when we actually get more details on, like, what the dex is, you know? I'm just not a fan of Totodile, and Tepig's evolution is meh. I agree. I've said this several times before, but Emboar gives me the same vibe as, like, the uncle that got out of prison who has really greasy hair, who always, like, takes way too long to shower, showing up to Thanksgiving, and you're like, oh, great. Uncle insert name here is here. Yeah. And his favorite hobby is driving you in his old beat-up car and going and buying cigarettes at the gas station and Powerball tickets every Thursday. You know? Like, it's very specific, but that's literally like Emboar in my head. And that's, I can't stop it. And therefore, I just think he's yucky. Stage 2 bad uncle vibe is crazy. No, it is. It's just the vibe he gives, you know, the one with the slick back hair that's like really greasy, and they use the gel to slick it back, but it's like way too much gel, so it looks like really shiny. Those uncles. He'll always defend Gen 5. We know this. Oh, yes, and at very surprising volumes you didn't know he could speak at. And they're definitely cheating on their wife. Who would say that? As long as I can get Caterpie, I'm happy. What a respectable opinion, to be honest with you. The Caterpie representation is really awesome to see. And we're like, guys, literally, who would do that? Been asking myself this for a while. And unfortunately, I'm just as confused as I was September 22nd. Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. That's my bad. I literally just stepped on you and your face and your body and your livelihood. And, anyways. Are there any shiny ones? I don't think so. I feel like it'd be obvious because it's kind of like blue. Are you blue? You're not blue. You're green. I need, like, the aerial view. They're just so tiny. At nighttime, make everything look blue. You know what I'm saying, chat? We have to be close to, like, the end of the outbreak, though. Yeah, no, literally. Flareon is feasting. She was born for this. Out of context, you stepping on that poor Spooter was funny. Yeah. As an empath, she's ravenous. No, literally. Yeah, that's funny, Lazy King. No, but like that's Emboar in my head, and I can't change it. And therefore, I just have to sit with the knowledge that that's where I'm at. You know? And I will never pick Emboar for that exact reason. And I just have to be careful who I tell that description to, because they either wholeheartedly agree or they're like questioning my mental sanity, which like isn't high to begin with, you know? but it's still the principle at the end of the day. Stashino, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Venu King, I swear I've seen you from somewhere. Probably. I've been in a lot of PM7 events. I live in Georgia, so I've been around the Core 4. I've done Then We Fights with people. I had a few TikToks go really crazy a few years ago. I've done a few like versus three-way shenanigans with like Ryan and a whole bunch of people in that group. If you've seen me on Unite Ladder, I don't know. Hey everyone. Hi Diva, Bootslay Queen Icon. Hello Ace, welcome. Welcome, welcome. We have not caught any shinies yet. I opened the last of my Surging Sparks booster box that's been sitting there because I haven't been able to go live for a while. So we opened that and now we're shiny hunting Spinarak. So. Okay, so I'm gonna defeat like 3 more and then we just constantly reset the area. Name the idea of Mega Serena out of 10. I'd say like 5. You know, like I feel like it could be cool, but like also at the same time, like I don't think she needs one. Like her form as Serena just kind of like feels like her final form. At least to me personally. Like would it be cool? Yeah. Do I think she needs one? No. Because like Queenly Majesty's already just like a broken ability, to be honest with you. So, you know, how much slay is too much slay? How much slay could a Serena slay if a Serena here did slay? Something like that, you know? Serena sells seashells at the seashore, you know? I actually kind of nailed that. That was impressive. But if you find one, I'll follow you. Wow. Chat, we have an honor and a privilege in the chat. I hope you guys all understand like the stakes that are at hand here. And allow me to get this shiny. That's right here. Hey! Hey everyone! Spinarak! I had to question it. I was really afraid I was gonna say this shiny and it wasn't gonna be shiny. I was so afraid. Chat, the stakes have been raised. We go crazy. We go crazy. All right. Are you marked? Are you a little guy? You have no marks. Okay. We can swap out Growlithe, sure. I haven't caught a Spinarak yet. All right, sick. Okay, how much time is left on this? We have 18 minutes. We can, oh, that's an Ekans. We can see if there's any other little bugs that we can get. That way I can have both Spinarak and Ariados in theory. Potentially, maybe, perhaps. It's kind of hard to tell the blue when it's nighttime just because everything kind of has that like blue-ish tint to it, you know? You really have to do like this view, otherwise you can't tell. I don't think I've ever played the game from this angle before. Hey, guys, another one. Hey! Chat, outbreaks are so broken. Remember when shiny hunting used to be hard? Remember when like people would sit here and be like, all right, it's been 7 days. There's still no shiny. Remember when I did 4,000 eggs for Nickit and I still didn't have it? It was a lot. It was a lot. I was so over odds. Do you have the charm in this game? I do. Yeah. But to be fair, I had the charm in those games too. So the fact that they just made it like so easy in this game is kind of crazy. You're not shiny, right? No, you're green. Okay. Like, it's just barely noticeable. Like, the tint is just, like, such a hair bluer that you can tell. All of you guys are green, green, green. I've never done top-down angle before. Oh my god. Green? Green? Green friends? Yes. Okay, fantastic. You're green. I feel like the 2 Spinnerack I caught are so tiny compared to some of these. They're like itty-bitty guys. It's more noticeable during the day. Oh, I'm sure. This typically tends to happen where, like, I end up hunting a Pokemon that, like, has a very, like, slight difference. And then I'm hunting it in, like, whatever day of time would be, like, the worst time to do it. It happens quite often, unfortunately. Oh, wow. That's a lot of Spinnerack. Okay, any blue guys? I feel like I'm Donkey in Shrek when he's like, blue flower, red thorns, blue flower, red thorns. And I'm like, blue body, red fangs. Blue body, red fangs. Blue body, red fangs. They could be mini marked. They could. The first one wasn't. We can check the second one. Oops. Not what I wanted to do. Imagine if I got shiny Bellsprout. I think I'd just cry, actually. And, like, not in a good way. Do you have any other mons you're going for? I do have a Mimikyu outbreak as well. We kind of just, like, outbreak reset until we found anything that just felt like on the theme of Halloween. And I've done Mimikyu before, but I hadn't shiny hunted Spinnerack before, so we decided to do this one first, but we might be doing Mimikins next. Ooh! This angle's so tough. Okay. You got Shiny Bunny and Pogo and thought of me? It's an honor and a privilege. I haven't played Pogo literally since GoFest, I don't think. There's just no spots near me ever. So it's like, unless I'm going on a trip or something like that, I have been really bad at, like, even opening the game. I kind of fell off of, like, all of the Pokemon mobile games all at once. Like, I stopped playing Sleep because, like, my alarms, like, wouldn't go off. And then if I wanted to, like, listen to something while falling asleep, it would, like, stop the sleep tracking because it would, like, think that I'm awake. And then my sleep stuff wouldn't be accurate. So, like, I could technically play Sleep just for shiny hunting if it doesn't end my sleeping session. And then I would just get so hyperfixated during the day that I would forget that Pokemon Pocket was even a thing. What's the other one? Oh, and Go. Yeah, because there's no spots near me. I literally forgot the point of the conversation we were having. You actually quit Sleep too? That's shocking. You were, like, invested. Did you stop doing it because I stopped doing it? Did I have a factor in that? If so, I'm sorry. Any little guys? Any little guys? Not that any of you guys care, but ever since I started streaming, I got a tiny bump on the side of my tongue, and it, like, touches my teeth every single time I talk. And I didn't have it before I started streaming, but now I have a tiny bump on the side of my tongue. And it's annoying. And it doesn't hurt, but it's, like, just noticeable enough to be, like, very annoying. I stopped because I didn't want to be on my phone for so long when I woke up. I would go to sleep, to TikTok, to Twitter, etc. I guess fair. That's a very you mindset to have. I quit Sleep shortly after we got the second island, I think. I quit around the time we got the power plant. I did a few weeks of the power plant and then I fell off. So I don't know what timeline that puts me in, but that's, like, roughly when I fell off. I was having a lot of fun with it, but then, like, my sleep just kept getting worse and worse, and then, like I said, I had to listen to stuff in order to be able to fall asleep. You're not shiny, right? I'm gonna kill myself. Right. Hey, everyone. Doo-doo. What a specimen. What an esteemed individual. He's kinda spooky? Expand on this. The Switch 2 is so smooth. Oh, it's like game changing. Like the difference in Unite, the difference in like playing this game, it's so good. Like you don't realize how not smooth it is until you play on this and you're like, wow. You know? We can send Oinkalone back. I clearly hadn't caught Bellsprout either. All right, guys. It wasn't a Spinarak, but it was still something. This is kind of like unheard of Lynn's odds right now. When was the last time I ever got 3 shinies in one sandwich, guys? I don't know if I could tell you, to be honest with you. I don't think I could tell you. I think the max I've ever had is like 2. Which is nothing compared to Vandy's like 11, but... It's fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Vandy had to bribe the shiny gods to just give him broken odds. You don't want to know what he had to give up. You don't want to know what that man had to give up to get those odds. For your guys' quality entertainment. You're over here. How long is left? 10 minutes. Okay. I feel like that's a lot of time. A lot of time for me to yap and run in circles. Which is basically just me in my head every day anyways, but like, you know? Did he give up his soul? No worse. He gave up his pants. He's been stuck with pink shorts for the last 3 weeks, and that's why he hasn't been able to face you guys. All the shorts he can wear have to be different shades of pink. And it's been an adjustment, you know? Like, not everyone can just wear pink shorts like that every day. It does mess with your mental a little bit, trying to match those different shades of pinks to the different kind of things that are in your closet. And you know, at the end of the day, I just want you guys to really commend him for being really brave. Because this was a really big decision. And it's not one that can be taken lightly. But that's also why you don't see him stand on stream ever. He typically always sits, and conveniently always makes sure that you guys can't see him from waist down. It's because of the pink pants. And you know, like, it's just Ken. He didn't really want to feel like Barbie, you know? That was really brave of him. Commendable. I thank you. Like, I know he's not speaking in chat right now, but please know that, like, that means a lot. He's Kenough. Always. It's a reminder to not let your dreams be dreams, chat. You know, and if you, too, sacrifice your pants, you might be able to be a new person and achieve things never thought before. This is not real life advice. Oh, Vandy didn't hear any of that. That's really funny. Don't even worry about it. I know it's a sensitive subject for you. We don't have to talk about it. I thought that was Shiloh LaBeouf yelling at us. Not this time. You're flying to Australia right now. Safe travels. You know, last time you traveled, you got a little sick, so just be sure that you come back in one piece this time. And don't forget to pack your shorts. Because you know what happens if you don't. Hi, Casey. Wait, you sent me a package. I need to go get that package, chat. I literally forgot that you sent me a package until I saw your name and I went, wait a minute. Are pants pinker over there? You can't ask him while he's that. He said we weren't going to talk about it in front of our friends, guys. He's sensitive. I had a shiny Litleo and I named it Nala. Amazing. Amazing. Rightfully deserved. I feel like spin rack encounters have like low-key kind of gone down. We got 3 and now I feel like they're not appearing as much. As like 10 appear in one spot. Hey guys. Sorry, I'm new here. My interview was this morning. Please be kind and gentle while I navigate this new environment for me. I saw the bubbles of the Ekans and I thought that was blue. Okay. Well, I mean, like it was blue, but it wasn't like spin or rack blue. You know what I'm saying? Would salmon-colored shorts pass for Vandy? You know, it's not really up to him. It's up to the shiny gods. So, you can ask. They're a little busy at this hour. They're typically in meetings. But if you call the secretary, they might be able to get an appointment on the calendar for you so that way they can call you back. If you really wanted to. I'm gonna picnic reset real quick. Just see if that does anything. Just to see if we could somehow get 4. Wait, it didn't let me do it? Am I at too much of an angle for the game to allow me to do it? But if I'm on an actual hill, then it allows me. Right. I've been on the waiting list for like 4 business months. Well, they have a lot of meetings and business things to attend to, you know, as they do. Not a lot of people are brave enough to, you know, make appointments. And so the ones that do, it takes a long time. And, you know, the fax machine sometimes gets like backed up and, you know, it's really hard. So hopefully you'll get through eventually. Because the customer service isn't good at responding, so a little tough. What's the subathon details for next week? I'm gonna make like an official thing probably at like the beginning of next week-ish. Truthfully, a lot of it's just kind of like unplanned. And I'm just kind of gonna go for it, to be honest with you. Just because it's capped and like... I know with like it going around ZA, a lot of people don't want to get spoiled. And so I'm kind of trying to figure out how to navigate that. So... to be honest with you, some of it just might not be fully planned. So, it's kind of just going to be like, come for good vibes. I might set it to where we do ZA through like certain times. So if people don't want to get spoiled, they know that like if they show up after 5 p.m., it's not going to be spoilers, you know? So, yeah, it's also hard to plan a game around something that I don't know enough about. That's another big thing. So, it's tough. But I requested Thursday through Sunday off of work. So, that'll be like the cap, if you will. So, if it doesn't end before Sunday, it will like fully end on Sunday. So, I'd probably throw you on lurk during those times. Exactly. And that's like what I fully expect, to be honest with you. So, could post in the Discord as well with ZA. Yeah, we can figure something out. It could also be a thing too where like you could react to get a certain role and then we like ping people when we're like doing big subject changes. So that way it can be like, Linz is currently playing ZA. And then be like, Linz has switched to Pokemon Unite, and just like that way you guys know when I'm switching to. Like that could be a thing, and you only get the role if you ask for it. Like that's another option. Like there's just a lot of moving parts that like I could do, you know? So still working all of it out, but I'm also not trying to, like, hardcore this, I guess. It's just supposed to be for fun. It's laid back. Zygarde, my light, my love, my stars. So everyone knows how Ace feels. And if you didn't, now you do. That's crazy. We got 2 blue Spinarak, like basically back to back, and then we never got another. I have to be at TwitchCon for the Mavic sponsorship I signed up for. Good luck. Good luck. Have fun. I always forget that TwitchCon's around my birthday. I think last year it actually fell on my birthday, if I'm not mistaken. Was that? No. I thought it was one, but it was not. It was not a shiny. How much time? 50 seconds! We go crazy. Surely we get 1. We've gotten 3 shinies this month? Well, technically, yeah. We got 3 shinies this sandwich, but I also don't know if I've shiny hunted this month outside of it. So technically, yes to both answers, I think. But unfortunately, I don't think we're getting anything else for the most part. I think we're stuck, chat. Okay. Let's see if any of the guys we got have a mark. We know this one doesn't. We can check this Bellsprout, who also does not. Does the other Spinarak that we put in the... Stop! Stop! I didn't mean to click that button. Okay, where... You're here. None. 0 out of 3, chat. Crazy. Okay. I'm gonna save real quick, just so that way I don't lose them. Rare mark before Vandy? I don't think he would ever forgive me, to be honest with you. I'm gonna see how good of a spot this is. Depending on whether it's a good spot or not will pretty much determine what I decide to do. Where's my phone? Oh, it's over here. I just heard it like buzzing like crazy. Are we good? Okay, we're good. We're good. It's nothing actually important. I had basically 10 group chats going off at once. No pressure, though. No pressure. Also, I've been really bad at hydrating, so I'm putting my electrolyte powder in here in hopes that it makes me drink water. I've been really bad at that, chat. I've been very bad. You know, who needs water, right, chat? How am I supposed to photosynthesize without it? I mean, that's fine, Casey. Like, you didn't have to send me a present at all, and you did, so that was very nice of you. I'm just gonna shake. Did you? Okay, it's not done all the way. Eh. Hey, everyone. Okay, cool. I didn't get just straight powder on the first lip. That's great. Okay. Let's see how obvious the Mimikyu are to find. Let's see. You still look like Brianna Plays. I don't know who that is, actually. No one's ever told me that before. But shout out to the homegirl, I think. I hope. Unless she's a bad person, in which case I say... Uh-oh. Okay. You surely wouldn't be like in the wall, right? You would just be like hanging out over here. Oh, they're all over the place. Oh, wow. This is a little overwhelming. I think we go for it, though. I think we go for it. Okay. Very popular to them. Okay, period. I've never heard of them. But also, I'm so busy that I don't have a lot of, like, recreational time, to be honest with you. Okay, what is ghost? Red onion. Surely I have that, right? I do. Okay. So we'll do 3, 1, 1. And then we'll do spicy bitter. Sure. Happy Evie. I'm back from my trip to Australia and I somehow brought 𝚑𝚑𝚗𝚑 back with me. That's so crazy. No, like, guys, who would do that? Who would do that? Don't forget we have concert next week, Vandy, too. I'm sorry if that interferes with your Australia plans. Ghastly and Litwick show up here. Honestly, though, if we're doing, like, spooky shiny hunting, either or are gonna be fine. $21 pilots? Indeed. Indeed and indubitably. I'm so excited. Because they also said, like, this is probably gonna be their last time they tour for, like, a schminute. So, I'm excited. Someone else mentioned it in their stream this week. Ah. I have a feeling I know who it was. But yeah. I'm very excited. Their album they released is so good. And the fact that it actually charted really well too, because 21 Pilots like do not chart and they haven't since like 2016. But it had a bigger debut than why can I not think of the person's name? Don't Tap the Glass. The rapper. Tyler, the Creator. There we go. There we go. So it was like a really big charting for them. I think they like took up a lot of the like top 10 for that week. So for them to do numbers bigger than Tyler, the Creator as a band that really hasn't charted since 2016, that was like massive for them. So I'm glad that they got the support that they've needed for like a long time with this album, so. We got there eventually. I don't know why I couldn't think of the name to save my life, but they still go so hard. City Walls chat goes crazy. 𝗔𝗓𝚘! Critical Role success. Hi, 𝗔𝗓𝚘. How are you, gamer? I hope life is treating you fantastically and well, and you're a great person. I appreciate you stopping by. Like I said, hopefully life has been treating you as well as you deserve. I feel like the Mimikyu like ran out as soon as I did the sandwich, but oh well. We'll just see what happens. There's a lot going on here, but like I said, if we're doing a spooky hunt, this might work out. I hope. Mimikyu still shows during the day. Surely. Surely it's not a nighttime only encounter. I'm pretty positive. You just got back from New York Comic Con day 1. Let's go! Exciting. Also, I don't know if you guys heard, but apparently for the next 2 years, GoFest is going to be in Chicago. So, pretty big. Yeah, I've done Mimikyu before. I just couldn't remember if I did it at day or nighttime, and then I was afraid it was going to be nighttime only. No more New York? See, like, we have a lot of friends in New York, so that's what sucks. So, like, if we don't have friends that come with us to Chicago, it might just be us. They can come to Chicago? Okay, yeah. I'm just saying, if they don't, It's not like we're going to them. Like, we have no friends in Chicago other than your extended family. So. So, like, if the Georgia people don't go, and other people don't go to Chicago because they don't live near there, because all the other people that we typically hung out with are relatively close to New York, might just be us. Imagine Leslie walking around playing pogo in Chicago. Doesn't she still have a bad foot? I feel like she'd be miserable. Doesn't Leslie have a bad foot? The idea of walking around uneven terrain for like hours while glued to her phone, that your family's like, let's not spend a lot of time on our phones. I don't think your family would enjoy it at all. I think the whole principle of it would be like, so this is what you guys like do and you guys find this enjoyable? We'd be like, yes, we are immersed in our phones, and as long as we don't look up, then it's immersive. Exactly, exactly. I saw a TikTok this morning that reminded me of the incident you guys had in New York. That was such a bad trip. That was really bad. So yeah, that's my fear with it being in Chicago, is that not a lot of people are gonna go. So, hi PokeFan, welcome to the stream. I'm doing good. We're doing Mimikyu hunting for the Halloween season. So, we're gonna do this outbreak. We opened a booster box earlier. I only got one hit. And we'll just see what happens. We'll just see what happens. Flareon looks like an amazing pet. That's what I'm saying. I love her. I can't blame you at all, TBH. It's more fun with friends. It's just like, it's not as fun if it's just you, you know? Like, don't get me wrong. If it were just me and Vandy, like, we'd still have fun. But, like, it's totally different when a lot of people who live near the area are, like, there. Because there's, like, that entire friend group. Like, three entirely different friend groups that are all, like, relatively in that area, so they don't even have to fly. They can just drive. So. If other people don't go, we don't go, probably. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's going to be hard to convince people to travel that far. So. I go to LA Feds since friends visit. I mean, right, but you also live in Cali, like, relative to that area. So, like, it's more so proving my point. So, you guys could be the change, though. All right, Ace, so are you going to GoFest? Because you told me you're nothing but a sheep, so you're gonna go to Chicago and have GoFest and... Yeah, New York City sucks, but the part of the suck is that so many people live around there. Yeah. Our hotel room got broken into in the middle of the night while we were sleeping. It was awful. And then when we talked to the hotel people, they just told us to go back to sleep. So, like, I raise you, Momocon. All right. Fine, you can come to us. Guys, like, the story I have about my life, like, my life is just genuinely not real. And, like, it comes to a point where it's like, wow, this would only ever happen to Linz. Like, it was an awful night at work last night. I mean, like, top 3 worst work shift I've ever had in my life last night. And literally every person who was in, like, the manager group chat was like, this would happen to Linz, actually. And, like, that's really sad that, like, if I just saw the story out of context without even knowing who was working that night, I know it would have been Linz that would have had this happen to her. Yeah, that's insane. Yeah. It was like 5 a.m. and I had really bad insomnia and I wasn't on meds yet. And I woke up at like 2 and I couldn't fall asleep till like 5. So I was literally laying in bed and I heard the door opening and I was like, wait, did I like black out? Is this like room service? And then I looked at the time and I'm like, why is someone coming in our room at 5 a.m.? And then I saw that it was a man who was definitely not wearing hotel attire. And then I was like, Vandy, you need to wake up right now. And then he and my brother got up and they like literally had to like yell and like force them out of our room. They had flashlights and everything. Yeah, so I think we were gonna get robbed while we were sleeping, but yeah. Don't stay at the Paramount. That's all I'll say. Do not stay at the Paramount Hotel. It was so bad. And then it took like 2 months for us to get a refund. And the hotel staff's just like, oh, just go back to bed. I'll be fine. Like, you go back to bed. What do you mean? Yeah, someone just broke into our room at 5 a.m. But I'll just go right back to bed. Don't even worry about it. I would never sleep again. The amount of times I'm like, the doors are locked. There's no one that's going to break into my house. The doors are locked. No one is going to break into my house. But what if I go check every single door right now just to reinforce the fact that they're locked? Oh, and then by touching the lock, what if I accidentally unlocked it and now I need to go lock it again because by checking and making sure that it was locked, I accidentally did it the other way. So then what if I relock every single door? You know? You know? Thank God my insomnia med is also an anti-anxiety med. Thank goodness. I would have thrown hands. Oh no, Vandy and my brother were about to if they hadn't like complied and left the room. There's a reason I'm very happy about living on Long Island. The amount of people I know who live on Long Island, that's crazy. There's so many of them. But no, I can't blame you though. I can't blame you at all. Like, if I lived in New York, I don't think I would go into the city unless I had to. Because I'm not gonna lie, the city's like low-key, high-key, kind of gross. Like, the smell, like, just how, like, just straight up dirty it is. Like, I didn't realize that because, like, you know, like Times Square is so like romanticized in like American culture, and then you get there and you're like, wow, this smells like shit. I feel like shit. The air's so thick and polluted that I feel gross just even breathing here. Everyone's yelling at each other. The sheer amount of things that you see actually, where you're like, did I just see that happen? And you're like, I just saw that happen. You know, like, Times Square is a very fascinating place, to put it simply. Yeah, there's the Nintendo store in New York. We went. It's not that crazy, to be honest with you. Like, the Pokemon Center, like, the pop-ups are so much better. Because it's basically just a place that has, like, a little section of the room dedicated to each, like, franchise. But it's not like it's exclusive stuff that you can't get anywhere else. Like, they just have stuff from, like, Pokemon Center and, like, everything else, and then they basically just resell it there. So, like, we went because we were like, oh my gosh, the Nintendo store, it's gonna be, like, life-changing, and it was, like, very underwhelming, and we're like, oh. So I just could have, like, gone online. So. I live in New York, and I've only been to the city twice to see Yankee games. I don't blame you guys. I'm gonna be so real. I do not blame you guys. So. Life change for the worst? Yep. Yep. Because keep in mind, the first New York trip wasn't, like, that bad either. Like, the hotel we stayed in was, like, not good. Like, it was kind of just run down. But also at the same time, our room didn't get broken into. So we were like, surely this trip's gonna be better. It was not. Like, Vandy almost fainted. Our room got broken into. We had 3 broken AC units. One person had brown water come out of their shower. There's just so many layers. There's so many layers. I wish one would be built in a reasonable distance. The Pokemon Center? Yeah. Or not Pokemon Center, Nintendo Center. Was your hotel in Anaheim for Pokemon Worlds better than the Go Fest one? It was fine. I'd say the one in Anaheim that we got was like, not, it was just like a standard hotel. You know what I mean? Like it was definitely not bougie by any means. It was basically just like what we needed. Cause like the big thing that we need is one, is that shiny? Yay! I was gonna say, I thought that was the shiny. What a guy. I couldn't tell if it was the lighting of the rock, but I was like, I'm 90% positive. But yeah, all of that to say, one in Anaheim was fine. Vandy just needs like a mini fridge in his room because like he can't eat at a lot of food places, so we need a way to like store like food that he can have. So that's the main thing. But also it was like totally fine as well because like we literally were only in our room to sleep. Like we got up really early in the morning to be at the con as soon as it opened, and then we didn't get back to the room until like probably like midnight at minimum every single night. So it was literally just a place for us to collapse and hold Vandy's food. So it wasn't a big deal that it wasn't like, wow, this is a really nice hotel, you know? I went to Disney for, woo! You went to Anaheim for Disneyland, but you've never stayed in the hotels. Yeah, we stayed on like the outskirts. Like there's just a whole bunch of hotels by the convention area. Like everything was walkable, which is really nice. And there was a really good dumpling place. And like, it's still to date one of the best foods I've ever had. I don't even remember what it was that I got, but if I saw it, I could say that's what it was. And like my life changed. And then I ate too many flaming hot Cheetos that exact same night. And then I almost threw up in the bathroom at like 3 a.m. But that's besides the point. It was really good. And had I not eaten as many flaming hot Cheetos as I did, I would have been fine. Do I have the Mark Charm? I don't know. Gonna keep it a stack? I have nope. That's not what I wanted. That one back there. You're not shiny. Okay. The lighting. The lighting did it. But no, there's... I think it's literally called like Chubby Dumpling. Like I can say the name because I'm not there anymore. But I think it's literally called Chubby Dumplings or something to that effect. It's like right by the convention center. And the food there, bomb.com. Like part of their whole gimmick is you can watch them make the dumplings like handmade from scratch the entire time. Mouth watering just thinking about it. That was so good. It sucks that there's like none near me. I do low-key kind of want dumplings now, but there's no way any dumpling place is even open. You know what? We live and we learn, chat. Life is nothing if not trials and tribulations. I don't know. Does anyone know if I actually got to the last like threshold of knocking out Mimikyu, or did I just get distracted by a shiny and I need to do more? Does anyone know? Because like I got distracted and now I don't know. We did not. We did not go to that place, Casey. I had a list of places that like our Uber person recommended us, but like I said, we just had no free time ever. And a lot of it was just like following the pack of other content creator friends that we had, so. I've never known anything in my life. Yippee! Me too, bestie. Let me tell you. Yeah, it was really cool seeing everyone at Worlds. Like, I don't know. Worlds is one of my favorite things to go to. Like, it's just so good. Like, I love the competitive side of it. It's like basically like my Super Bowl every single year. And the fact that like so many friends are there. And like, The really nice thing about Pokemon events is everyone's just genuinely so happy to be there and is so supportive of everyone else. Like, it's just such a positive environment, and like, it's very rare that you're ever around a bunch of people who are just like genuinely so excited about the exact same thing that you're excited about. Because like, you can go to like MomoCon and stuff like that, but it's just a whole bunch of fandoms and like a conglomeration together. Whereas like, this is specifically Pokemon, and everything's just like, it's so cute, and Pokemon really does like go all out to try to make it just like a super fun, immersive experience. And like, you can just tell that there's a lot of heart in it. So it's a really cool, like almost surreal experience to happen. And it just keeps getting bigger, which is the other cool thing. So unfortunately, scalpers like to try to take advantage of those situations, but it's just such an awesome, like, mentally boosting environment to be around. Like, the serotonin was thriving. I'd consider going to San Fran next year for sure. I know they talked about, like, Pokemon XP tickets going on sale, and then as soon as it was time for them to launch, they're like, so we're gonna push this back. And I'm like, yeah, I assumed as much, because that was a little fast of a turnaround after everything else, but... How much time is on this? 11 minutes. Okay. World is on my bucket list. My fear is that this world is going to be the last one in the US for a hot minute. Because before it was in the US, it was in London, and then it was in Japan, and then it went from Japan to Hawaii, Hawaii to Anaheim, Anaheim to San Fran. And I would not be surprised at all if we don't see it in America for a minute. So I'm trying to like get as much of an experience out of it while it's here, because I definitely don't want to take it for granted, because, you know, based on circumstances that we're all living in, and just like how expensive things are and everything like that, like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to have the funds to leave the country and go on an international trip to watch a Pokemon event. You know what I'm saying? Would it be cool? Absolutely. Are there a lot, and I mean a lot, of expenses that go into that? Why, yes. I would so much rather pay for a plane ticket to California than have to worry about my passport and making sure my passport's up to date and making sure you have all your documentation and making sure that your luggage doesn't get lost internationally, and then like trying to go through everything. Like, it's just a lot, you know? But you know what else was a lot? Shiny Mimi. A guy. A fella. When Pokemon goes to Toronto, I would gladly go to Canada. Canada's a place that I like really want to visit, but like, I have very few, like, situations that I think would go up for me to go to Canada. But I think Canada would be really fun. There we go. I got it out that time. Canada mention. I have a lot of people I know in Canada. I say a lot. It's like 5. But I feel like that's still quite a bit, right? You've piqued my interest. Listen, take it up with the Pokemon Company. Thank you, Cody. I appreciate you. I'd like to go, but TBH, I like to walk around events for hours, and I'm not a sit down and watch something person. It definitely like still can be, because there's so much going on. Because it's definitely not like just the screens and you watching the events. But there's an entire little like vendor hall area where they have a whole bunch of like Pokemon licensed stuff. There's a lot of like experiences too, where they have like immersive Pokemon kind of like events you can do. And then there's an entire like activity schedule, like basically like any other con that you do, where there's like meet and greets with creators. There's the pin rally, pin trading extravaganza that was really big. They have a full schedule, so it really is like very much so a convention still. Obviously there's the Pokemon Center as well, and you can easily spend an hour in the Pokemon Center, easily. So there's just a lot going on. So it's like, if you want to break, You can go watch the stuff and then keep walking around. They have like 8 million food trucks outside. So, I just got a Pokemon Center ad. That's crazy. I heard that you like tea. Logan, anytime you say that, I'm genuinely afraid. And the sheer amount of times that you say that you have tea also does make me very afraid for your, like, life circumstances. Spend an hour and all your money. No, literally. I was very good this Pokemon Center time around, but it was also because literally anything I would have bought, they were out of stock of. So, that definitely happened. So, Hawaii though, all I wanted was a backpack. I still have yet to be able to get my hands on a backpack, and no one's selling them for like reasonable prices for reselling, and it's so lame. I'm like, what, you'd rather have a backpack sit there and like saran wrap than like actually give it to people who want it because you're a scalper and all you care about is money? Crazy. Let me see, is there anyone? Did anyone put one up that's like actually reasonable? Let me read the rates to you guys. The backpack cost either $35 or $45 at the Pokemon Center. The only ones that are up for sale right now, you can pay $184, $318, $195, $170, $200, or $235, but someone just sold one for $141. That one just sold. Like, this backpack cost $35, $45. That's it. That's it. For the Eevee one? No, the one for Honolulu. And it's not like it's like a designer bag. It's literally just like a backpack. And I posted about it on Twitter too. I'm like, if you have one or know anyone who has one and they don't want it anymore, they don't do anything with it, like, I'll pay you for it. I'll pay double what it's worth. Like, I'll pay 70 for it. I'll pay 80 for it, but I'm not gonna double that 80 into 160 before shipping. You know what I'm saying? Also, Vandy, are you still lurking? That was the word. My brain kept wanting to say perceiving, but I guess that's also a fair question. Vandy, are you still perceiving? Are you an audio listener? I didn't even see you. Place near me was selling a whole bunch of Honolulu cards. I can maybe see if they have any backpacks, but I heavily doubt because they only do cards. Okay. Let me know. Because I'll pay for it. But that's about it. Can't believe Vandy's ignoring you in broad daylight. He's too busy going to Australia. That's not one, right? That's just the lighting? No, that is one. I like almost convinced myself that that was just the shadow of like the cloud that was above. Chat. 3. I'll beg and plead and scream and cry. See, chat, I just had to take a break. I had to, like, boost my mental health, and now we're so back. This is the most shiny Pokemon you've gotten in a sandwich. We got 3 with the Spinarak, too, so we're 3 for 3 on both. It's okay. It's honestly probably better that I tell him what I was going to tell him off screen anyways, because I don't know how to give as many context clues as I can without like giving away what I'm talking about. But I also know if I don't tell him what I need to tell him, that I'm going to forget. You know what I'm saying? My life is an enigma, and that's okay. Yeah, Vandy was in the chat earlier. He said he's like 70% better. I just feel bad that's been going on for as long as it has, because like it has definitely like very much so physically impacted him. And this is why he doesn't trust restaurants with his food allergies. And I can't blame him, to be honest with you. I feel like I have to look at these all so closely now. And the bump on the side of my tongue is really bothering me. I don't know why it sewed up, but if I talk like this, and it does still rub my tongue. If I talk like this, it doesn't rub my teeth, and it doesn't hurt. But I like how the bump only showed up once I started streaming. Any other mimmies? I can't tell if any of these are shiny. It's a very slight pigment change, and then the cheeks are black. That's like your main way to tell, because the cheeks are red on normal ones. The shinies are like almost more of like a blue tint, like a bluish purplish, just like ever so slightly. And then it has like black cheeks. That's the main way I tell. It's kind of almost gray, to be honest with you. Why couldn't they make it yellow and red? That's kind of what it is already, though. Like, the body's kind of yellow and the cheeks are kind of red. I feel like that's kind of what it already is. You guys aren't shiny. You're not. How much time is left? 1 minute, 15 seconds. Buzzer beater shinies. Buzzer beater shinies. Does anyone have buzzer beater shinies? No, 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 no. None of you are shiny. None of you are shiny. Sag. Maybe if I manifest enough, we'll get one more. And I can set the record for the most amount of shinies I found in a sandwich. I just have to manifestation station, you know? Surely. Unless not. Unless not. They typically like to spawn like right around here. Yellow, yellow, yellow. I think that's it, guys. I fear there's no more. And the sandwich is gone. I'm gonna be very careful with this like last little look through. Just in case they... Oh! Hi, J dude. Yeah, 3 shinies is like more than I think I've gotten in like forever. That one and the Spinnerack one back to back, like that was really good. 6 shinies, 1 stream, kind of unheard of by Lynn standards. You know? Kinda crazy. I'm just making sure none of these are shiny because that would be really sad. I don't think they are though. Because we started from this direction. Alrighty. Let me save first and foremost. And we'll see if any of the mimmies are marked. Okay, check summary. Ah! Mimikyu the Feisty. Alright. Wait, why did that not... Why is it not... Chat, have I not played Pokemon in long enough of a time? Why is it not... There we go. I don't know what I did that time to make it work, but okay. Click it once. I did, and then it didn't do anything. It was weird. Okay. This one doesn't. This one doesn't. Wow. Out of 6 shinies, only one of them had it. But there we go. A feisty Pokemon. Let it be known. 8 shiny Fluttermane. The Fluttermane glitch is like really good, to be fair. Yeah, that was a weird glitch. Yeah, it was really weird. I don't know why, but I don't know, guys. I'm just here. But I am gonna call it a stream. Thank you guys for hanging out and vibing with me. I know it's been a minute since I streamed, so it really means a lot that you guys like came back and hung out, you know? Because I very much so understand that I haven't. And that's enough of a reason for not a lot of people to come back, you know? Let me see. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so have a wonderful rest of your night, guys. As I always say, in case no one told you today, I'm proud of you. And whether you just survived or whether you had a really amazing thing happen to you, congratulations. And sometimes you just have to survive 30 seconds at a time, and that's also a really big achievement. So be sure to take care of yourself, because there's only one of you and nobody can ever replace you. And with that being said, do the self-care you guys deserve, and I am going to call it a night. So good night, gamers.